Hey everybody, meteorologist Brad Petovich here for SkiSoutheast.com, and once again, the middle of the week is great. In fact, unlike the last couple of weeks, this is going to be pretty cold weather throughout the entire week. So we got that burst of snow on Sunday into Monday. That was great. Snowmakers have been going crazy here in the last couple of days, and that's going to continue into the middle of the week. I want to start with the long-range pattern first because we've got this dip in the jet stream that's going to be with us for a little bit longer. It's going to go away this weekend again. It should be a short-lived warm snap because there's another low-pressure system that looks like it's going to try to move up the East Coast here on Sunday, Monday. This is a rather interesting setup here. This big dip in the jet stream should induce some kind of nor'easter. Now that nor'easter, I'm not confident it's going to bring us a lot of natural snow, but it should allow for some northwest flow and reinforce the cold air. So it could end up being a win for us regardless. I'll show you the version that the European model is looking at. The GFS is a little further west. But before I start that, look at this middle of the week. See how big high pressure over the Ohio Valley? That's cold air. That's great. Snowmakers, this is the kind of setup you want to see. Really cold conditions at night. I don't know how much during the day we'll be able to make, probably into early mid-morning and then stopping, but the late evenings into the overnights, we should have ideal snowmaking temperatures every night this week until probably early Saturday, maybe as early as Friday, and then that low pressure system kind of starts moving up the coast. And depending on where it is, I mean, this is the key part. Is it right here next to my head or is it over here? But you see the flow here, this northwest flow that it induces. So either way, it's going to be a good thing, I think, for snow and possibly eventually cold air, because once it moves away, it pulls another one of these surface highs and that gives us a reinforcing shot of cold air. And just to reiterate the fact that there's not a ton of snow in this setup, I'll show you the forecast all the way into early next week. We'll stop this about Tuesday night next week. So yeah, not real bullish on snowfall amounts, but the temperatures are the key part here, is because if you look at those pinks, that's what I'm looking at, the whites and the pinks. That's cold enough for snowmaking tomorrow. During the day, not so much. At night, again, great snowmaking. Again, Wednesday night, that's another even reinforcing shot of cool air, especially for West Virginia, Maryland on Thursday morning. But then by Friday, there's still some good snowmaking in the morning, but then Friday night, probably not as good. It's going to be kind of iffy there going into the weekend, especially Saturday and Sunday. Notice how the cold kind of gives way for a little bit. So we'll update the forecast here. I don't have natural snow in the forecast right now, but I do anticipate some great snowmaking, maybe all the way into Saturday, possibly if we're lucky, for our northern resorts. Our southern resorts, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all the overnights and mornings will be able to make snow. So regardless of what happens this weekend, just like we've seen so far early in the season, the cold air has been around enough days for the snowmakers to pick up some base and get it going. And even with a warmer, milder weekend, we've been okay. So if we can keep this going, I mean, I like to ski with some colder weather in the weekends, but this is a good start. This is better than I anticipated because we're seeing shorter warm blasts and enough cold air to keep the snowmaking going. But looking long range, I think holidays probably going to be very similar. There's no really big Arctic outbreak or big natural snows, at least through Christmas. I think post-Christmas is when we're going to have to start watching. So great news this week for snowmakers. This is a great forecast for you. Natural snow, not so much, but always keep thinking snow.